Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are going to discuss something about specialized inflorescences which are found in angiosperms. And the first one that we are going to discuss about is cyathium. Cyathium is actually a special type of cymose inflorescence in which the inflorescence axis is much condensed, and because of this condensation it looks like a bisexual flower. Okay, it is actually an inflorescence, but because of the condensation of the axis it appears to us as a bisexual flower. It consists of a single female flower which is represented by a carpel only, and this single female flower, it is surrounded by groups of male flowers, and these male flowers do not possess any perianth. That means there is no calyx, there is no corolla. They are instead represented by a single stamen. Here you can see single female flower surrounded by groups of male flowers, and each male flower is represented by a single stamen only. Example is euphorbia. The second type of specialized inflorescence is verticillata. This type of inflorescence, which is also a special type of inflorescence, it is found in many plants which belong to the family Labiatae. Example is Ocimum sanctum, जिसको हम basil बोलते हैं, and salvia. Okay. In this type of inflorescence, it consists of biparous cymes, and each branch ends with uniparous sucarpoid cyme on either side. Here I will make you understand. Look, the apex has got terminated into a flower. Okay. Then what happens is two branches arise, and the apex of these branches, they also terminate into flowers. Then branching occurs once more. Okay, but this branching is uniparous. Only one branch arises below this flower number second, and then this process it goes on, it gets repeated, and you get a scarpoid type of sign. Okay, or I will make it more clear to you here. The apex has got terminated into a flower, then two branches have formed below this flower, and the apex of these two branches, they have got terminated into flowers. Then one more branch has resulted here. Okay, and the apex of this branch has also formed a flower. Then the branching has got repeated in this manner, and you got a uniparous sucarpoid cyme. Okay, and the verticillata is found in family Labiatae. याद रखना बेटा. Now the final one is Hypanthodium. This type of inflorescence, which is typical inflorescence of ficus. Okay, they possess a vessel-like receptacle. That means the inflorescence axis has got modified to form a vessel-like structure, which is known as this Hypanthodium. Okay, and this Hypanthodium, it possesses a pore-like structure here, which is known as ostiole. Okay, at the top, and this Hypanthodium bears unisexual flowers along the inner wall, and the distribution of flowers is like this. The male flowers are located near the ostiole, that means near the pore, and the female flowers are located here at the base, okay, of this Hypanthodium. Okay, I will repeat this one. It is a typical, or you can say a characteristic type of inflorescence of ficus. Okay, in this type of inflorescence, the receptacle has got modified into a vessel-like structure, which is known as Hypanthodium. This Hypanthodium possesses a pore-like structure at its top, which is known as ostiole. Okay, and the inside of this hypanthoddium, it contains unisexual flowers. That means those flowers which possess only one reproductive part, either male or female. The distribution of male and female flowers is like this. The male flowers are located towards the ostiole, and the female flowers are located towards the bottom, towards the base of this hypanthoddium. Okay. This is all for today, and in the next topic, we are going to discuss some other topics of morphology. Okay. Till then, God bless you and thank you.